It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see this team's sure-handed wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. We're just moments away from the action, under the lights, on Sunday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. High throw, but it's reeled in. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run it. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return. We'll give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
A gain there of 27 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He's got it at the 3. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He's got his big tight end.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They're all set to punt this one away. That's taken at about the 14. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, he'll air one out. That is hot! And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to look downfield once again.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the 1st half that has really given them fits. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Automatic 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 3rd down, we'll try to get it on the ground. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and his guys will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He'll get this out to his running back. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's the punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we're off to our last.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Back to throw. His throw left side is complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Back to the air one more time. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Now, faking the give. Thrown left side, the catch is made.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
That is brought in at the 10. He is in.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The extra point is up and through. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a short pickup past the 25.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Slot man in motion left. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 29.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Trying to keep a drive alive, gonna have to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. This one caught at the 4. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now this team's offense getting set to get back to work. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. We'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give on the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Now a run on first down. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now from the gun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2. Another carry for the running back. Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. Now a give up the middle.
Another carry for the running back. He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Up the middle they go. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the visitors move out to a 24-10 lead.
Our home team 10.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And his guys back within 7. It's 24-17. The timeouts are gone, so this becomes a must. They're going to line up for the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to an E. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.